Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thomas de Cunha, Vice Chairman of the Person of the Year Organization Committee. It is my pleasure and distinct honor to welcome you all to the 46th Person of the Year Awards Gala.
This is one of the more important celebrations promoted by the Brazilian American Chamber of Commerce during its 48 years of productive existence. Tonight, we have the opportunity of getting together two prominent personalities, Arminio Fraga and Timothy Geithner. Now I would like to call our friend Alain Belda to present the Person of the Year Award to American honoree Timothy Geithner.
It is my privilege to introduce Tim Geithner, a person I admire, my partner, and the president of Warburg Pincus.
Thank you, Alain, and thank all of you for being here tonight to recognize Arminio Fraga and me. I started as a civil servant in the Treasury when I was about 28, and as Alain said, I had the scarring but valuable experience of watching how countries managed financial crises. Japan in the 90s, Mexico in 95, Asia later that decade, Russia, Turkey, not just Brazil. But what was most valuable to me in this was the repeated experience of trying to figure out what to do, what might work in the fog of war. I learned about the fragility of confidence, the value of persistent experimentation. I learned about the inherent conflict between what is necessary to protect people from financial crises and what is politically expedient or popular. I learned about the danger of excessive caution, and I learned the benefits in crisis of the application of overwhelming force. It's a particular honor for me to be here with Arminio Fraga. I had the privilege of watching him help lead his country out of the abyss in the late 1990s, and I had the good fortune to have been able to ask him for advice when we were facing our own abyss here in the United States in 2008. We need more people to serve who understand the craft of government. If you want better economic outcomes, we need more people in government who understand the craft of economic policy. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Geithner, for your inspiring words. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite John Coatsworth to present the Person of the Year Award to our Brazilian honoree, Arminio Fraga.
So both as Provost of Columbia University and as past president of that association, I want to acknowledge and thank the Chamber and its leaders for the important role they play in deepening the cultural and educational ties that bind our two nations. I am both honored and delighted to award the Chamber's 2016 Brazilian Person of the Year Award to Arminio Fraga. Arminio, congratulations.
I am deeply honored and delighted to be chosen Person of the Year alongside my dear friend Tim Geithner. My thanks to the Brazilian American Chamber for choosing me and also for hosting this magnificent charity event. I guess I'm here tonight because in one way or another I have been involved in public matters from a fairly young age. Government work has been a special part of what has been a very good life. I'm a happy person. It all started at home, where I was lucky to grow up with parents who impressed upon me that a life worth living was one of caring. This attitude is shared at the home I have built with Lucina, my wife of 35 years and the love of my life, and with my now grown-up children. All of them constantly encourage me gently and remind me every day of the things that really matter. I've also been fortunate to have had great teachers and colleagues, and really, when you think about it, it's always about teamwork, and I'm really a big believer in that. Thank you again for the award, and thank you for your attention tonight.
As the chairman of the Person of the Year, I recognize tonight's event is one of the most prestigious of our long history. Together with the two extraordinary honorees, Arminio Fraga and Timothy Geithner, you are celebrating the 5th anniversary of our fellowship program. Associated with the Lehman Foundation, Instituto Ling, and Fundação Odebrecht, our program is totally consolidated and in condition to show you the initial results. To do so, it is my pleasure to invite you to the podium two of our students. Please join me to welcome Erica and Susumu.
Thank you, Sergio, and the Brazilian American Chamber of Commerce for this incredible opportunity. It's interesting because when I look back to what has made this moment possible, this same word, opportunity, comes to mind. Even though most of my relatives were never given a chance to even sit in a classroom, as a child, I was given opportunities. And I was then later able to create my own opportunities and help my family, including teaching my own mom and aunt how to read and write. So thanks to both of my parents, I had the chance to have a great education, including an MBA at UC Berkeley, sponsored by the Person of the Year Fellowship. Thank you so much.
I would leave home happy tonight if any person in this ballroom could define the Person of the Year Fellowship program with the same single word I do: inspiration. As fellows, we have been inspired by amazing academics whose research has been shaping the future in their respective fields. We have been inspired by the example of our own colleagues whose achievements gave us strength to move forward in the pursuit of our own path. We have been inspired by the life and leadership examples of many of the Person of the Year awardees, such as Mr. Fraga and Mr. Geithner tonight, who showed us the value of collaboration and global thinking in an increasingly interconnected society. But even more, we have been inspired by the generosity of the members of this chamber, who showed us that the best way to move forward is by paying back. These are the examples we want to live up for. These are also the attitudes that will lead us to build a greater Brazil and to develop stronger relationships between Brazil and the United States. And if one day any of us ever manage to contribute to that, please remember that it always started with your little help. So thank you very much.
I'd like to thank our recipients, presenters, members of the days, sponsors, and all of you that made this event possible. See you in 2017 in another edition of the Person of the Year Awards dinner.